Before we get into the video, I just want to give a quick shout out to my friend Christina, who I should call Bobby, who is someone I recently have been talking to a lot, and someone who actually makes really great music. And I figured since his new song, I figured I'd give her a shout out. So I will leave a link to her SoundCloud and to her YouTube channel in the description down below. She recently released a new song today that's pretty great and pretty awesome, and she's incredibly talented, has a great voice, great personality. Highly recommend check out the song I linked down below along with her other songs on SoundCloud, and also would link to her YouTube channel. When I remember watching a music video she did a few weeks ago, would definitely recommend it. So I will link to her the SoundCloud and her YouTube channel down below. Keep up great work, my friend. And secondly, my 7 subscriber Q&A, due to some circumstances, my 7 subscriber Q&A will be rescheduled to next Sunday. It was gonna be on this Saturday, but I'm gonna do some stuff going on. I will have it scheduled next Sunday, so you can still leave me questions, comments down below. So, that's it. Let's talk about Survivor, shall we? What's going on, guys? Same one reviews here, back with the latest episode review on discussing Survivor Edge of Extinction. As I discuss the 7th episode, the season titled I'm the Puppet Master. And you know the usual spoilers, I'm gonna get to detail because I can't really talk about the episode without getting into details, so you've been warned, let's discuss the latest episode of Survivor. So the episode begins with Aurora upset, being very out of the blue about at the last round council, and they brought out Joe as she wrote Rick and she had no idea that it was going, which is understandable. Now to see War Dog, Kelly, and Woman, they were wanting to make amends. Each of them still wanted to band together. Then we got a little bit for the war challenge. I got nothing for you transition that Jeff usually does. Yeah, they actually can't let them sell. They have to win and they'll try. They basically the transition with Jeff was like, we got to stick to a team, and I guess I got enough for the other one, which was very odd, honestly, but whatever. Then we got Lauren feeling so bad for losing, and I'll go to them one time in a little bit. Then you see Leslie trying to band together and trying to bring Aurora and trying to team up each other, but one problem is that Rick doesn't want to get an active vote because they voted for him, because they're the reason he got voted out, so that's definitely an interesting thing, and it leads to some interesting conflict between David and Rick. And it's extent that they're both allies. Then we get some more intersection where we see everybody searching for advantage, which all they got by getting an extra vote. So which is interesting. Then we're already getting to a melee challenge, where I think they kind of hint that there was something about American migration or someone like Mac. That person ended up being Lauren, which is right now just like feeling dizzy and all that. I was like, saying how Green, after she was feeling that, honestly, kind of makes sense that will happen. And then just like, and then she just fell down. Like no. But yeah, despite that, Aurora decides to bleed to Victoria to get challenged to her, which led some very interesting emotions from a lot of people. Not just the audience, but the contestants in general. And Aurora ends up winning the challenge, and she also got the extra vote from Aubrey. And thankfully, Aurora ended up being alright. They felt well enough to tune into the game. I was like, I don't know that. And the vote was kind of set on between Kelly and Lauren, and both were considered playing the idols. I guess, but there's not being one of those two. But Ben Wardog was talking to Julia, was talking to Julia, who considered voting off someone else. And when Julia tried to give instead of David, they wouldn't have him out. That's what Julia tried, who actually did on this season, she tried considered everybody to decide to vote off Eric or Ron, or one of the common members. And the was it could have been either Kelly, Lauren, Eric, or Ron. And we got a very unpredictable Trump cancel, though surprised no mention of what happened to Lauren at the immunity challenge. Surprising. That's kind of odd, honestly. Having very interesting discussions, and then a non-common member, Eric, gets the boot by a 8-2-2 vote, with Rick and Julie over Lauren, Eric and Ron over Winworth, and everybody else with Eric. And of course, Eric takes the extension. Like, I don't think anybody's I'm inclined to extensioning at this point, honestly. Like, I don't think anybody would, honestly. But I may should have run, honestly, but everyone's still in the blind side. Then we get some hints and previously said that the next round council might be very crazy. We might get a very crazy round council info to the next episode. So what are my thoughts on the latest episode of Survivor? I thought it was pretty good. Definitely not as amazing as the last 3 episodes have been, but it was still pretty good. I mean, there were some odd transitions here, like, I can tell the videos that felt a little bit rushed, honestly, like with the award challenge, because we usually see each other like, congratulate the team, and they always say got nothing for you, like, that's very odd. It's very odd to never do, very odd they're not doing that previously on Survivor, like, I mean, they really haven't been the greatest lately, honestly, because I didn't even try those anymore, to be honest. But that doesn't bother me until recently, honestly. So I miss when home more detail into the previous things, honestly. Every episode, like, I really go back to that, honestly. And it's pretty odd that even in 20 minutes in, they organized a media challenge, and then at Trump Council was unpredictable and crazy. I'm surprised Jeff didn't really ask anything about what happened to Lauren, or at least mention it. In my opinion, I think it was wrong, honestly, showing up. Honestly, I thought that's not wrong, honestly, but honestly, I think he would have been the better one to vote out, honestly. And it was definitely very odd to see Aurora trying to convince Victoria to drop despite what happened to Laurel. Like I honestly hate Aurora for that, honestly. I still really like her. She definitely got more screen time here, thank God, honestly. Pushing the woman down a little bit. But it was very odd and strange that she's trying to convince Victoria to do that by what's going on with Lauren, and a lot of contestants were really liking it, honestly. But again, this was a pretty good episode. This was a pretty good episode. We got some very interesting conflicts, some very interesting discussions. We see a little more screen time. We see Julia finally doing something and finally standing out in some way. Like, thank God. Because Julia's pretty much been invisible for most of the season, honestly. We hardly got anything from her this season. But it's good to see her trying to get everybody trying to fight El Garage, which I was like, finally! So it's good to see her getting screen time. Same overall, it's good to see her getting a little more time to shine. Whether it's better for worse is really up to a lot of people, but it's good to see Aurora getting some more time to shine. Because I've always liked Aurora from the beginning, and I was hoping to get more time to shine, so it's good to see getting more professionals and all that. And it's definitely very interesting seeing Rick now wanting to go back to Wentworth, War Dog, and Lauren and David, which honestly, in his mind, which is very interesting, honestly. Like, I mean, it's the best way it could. I don't know that it's going to end up costing Rick his game, honestly. Especially considering that both of them that he has won the idol, that he has won the idols and all that, and that they have both idols and now kind of conflict with each other. So that's definitely going to be interesting, especially next episode. So I can't see Rick and David kind of going to a conflict, because it's definitely very interesting. And it's kind of interesting what's going to be going on between them going forward. That's definitely one of the most interesting aspects of the episode. If Rick wanted to still be on comma, now wanted to go, which in the fight he has Bulldog is definitely was funny and tank, especially some of those lines that Rick says. I still really like the guy. I still like Rick. It's definitely interesting him not wanting to go back, which considering how he got voted out and all that, considering how they're treating him, I don't think it kind of makes sense. And so at least from his point of view. Again, after the time we went past that was actually kind of scary, honestly. It was definitely kind of freaking out. Like at some point I thought it was going to be Lauren saying that she was kind of hungry and wasn't feeling hungry and all that, dehydrated. So considering that kind of makes sense that was going to be her. That was going like, yes, man, that was kind of, it was like, that languages aren't really fun, honestly, but I don't mean that like a bad way, honestly. It's just kind of scary seeing someone, it's just scary seeing someone like in fear, no, it's just scary seeing someone like fear. It's crazy to see someone in fear, like getting evacuated and all that. It's scary, honestly. So it was good. That's good. Another one was okay after this. Thank God, honestly. Thank God. Still scary though. Again, amazing to see Julia finally doing something. We get the great moments among War Dog here. Like, I don't know what War Dog, but I don't know what I'm actually sure I hate War Dog, but I also love his good time. I like his fast talking nature, honestly, and he definitely a very interesting guy. Like, you don't really know where his head's truly out here, and he's definitely one of my favorites. He's definitely he's definitely one of my favorites, honestly. Like, I can love the game. And Tori also gets the most win with, and while so much Victoria, because he gets the win with following her as well. I really like Victoria. She's definitely my favorite Kama tribe. Because we can do lesson moments and all that, like this. Really a lot to like in this episode. The challenge is definitely fun, challenge is definitely fun, you know, a little scared by that decoration and all that, like. Trump Council came from the Bung and still think the wrong chunk got voted out, but it was still only blinds that got voted out. And for a long time, next Trump Council is going to be a crazy vote, and I honestly love that. Honestly, that's how the game's going to be interesting. Again, I really have no idea who's going to win, honestly. Like, I'm not sure who I want to win, honestly. But honestly, I don't mean that a bad way. I don't mean that bad. I love it when love it when Survivor just is unpredictable and you're not really knowing who's going to win. I love it when Survivor does that. I love it when Survivor is not. I mean, that's kind of like with David Sky last season, like. And that was one of the issues with Ghost Island, where you can kind of pick who's going to win from the beginning or at some point. And all that. Or you can't focus too much on that person, and that's kind of my interest. Ghost Island is that much I love Down and Winter. I did focus on them way too much, and it was kind of very obvious that one of them was going to win. But this season, you don't really know who the hell's going to win. You don't think who's going to reach in the end. Like, it's starting to get incredibly unpredictable, and I love when Survivor's unpredictable. Survivor's honestly has the best, but that's probably one reason why I adore David vs. Goliath. That's probably one of the main reasons why I adore David vs. Goliath, honestly. So, I don't know. Definitely a little bit. That was definitely a little bit weaker than this episode. There was some nitpicky stuff here, but overall, this was definitely a pretty good episode. And considering to make it crazy for the last episode, it's gonna be very interesting what's gonna happen next. Well, I hope you enjoyed my latest episode of Survivor. Like, I love that. One of the reasons why these channels, I love that I'm talking about Survivor on here. Considering that Survivor was actually something I used to talk about non-stop when I first got into it. And I would annoy all my friends and other people I know because of it. Like, I was like, hey, what about Survivor? Hey, what about Survivor? Hey, what about Survivor? And want me to tell you about the show? Like, I used to annoy a lot of my friends on that. So I'm glad I have a platform where I can actually talk about my love for this show. Because even for its up and downs, I truly do love this show, and it's honestly one of my favorites of all time. One of my all-time favorite shows, like probably top 10, honestly. Like, it definitely has its bad seasons, but when it's good and great and amazing, it's great and amazing. Amazing. Like, I always it's crazy I got into like 10 years ago. I can't remember the exact date, October 30th, when I got into Survivor now from Survivor to Bone. I'm sorry to talk about, I just want that I love Survivor, and I'm glad I have a platform where I can truly discuss the show. But anyways, people let me know what you thought about this episode, comments down below. Let me know if you want me to do more Survivor content, and I definitely have a few more top lists I'll do very soon. And definitely at the end of the season, I will definitely have like a top 5 or 10 favorite moments from this season, and I might have one from the last season as well. Survivor seasons, like, again, happy to have a platform where I can truly discuss this show. But anyway, stay tuned for more videos coming away. I will have a video on the DCU coming very soon, which is the end coming out, so I'll be on that for that, and I'll have some more movie reviews coming soon as well. Again, be sure to check out my friend's SoundCloud YouTube channel, comments down below, like I mentioned earlier, and my SoundCloud Q&A will be rescheduled to next Sunday to do some other stuff, but you can still leave me any questions, comment down below if you haven't already. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I honestly truly do appreciate it. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all of my social media sites, all links down below. I am Samuel from Samuel-Reviews. I'll see you next time, and stay cool, everybody. Peace.